Insurgency Sandstorm is dropping this year, and there is one feature it must have that almost no other FPS game offers, and that is true day and night maps, and here's why. So you may have noticed from the edit that there are a couple day clips, but mostly night clips. I actually left them in like that to show a bit of contrast between day and night. Now unfortunately, for when it comes to making video content on YouTube, the nighttime maps are very dark and extremely hard to see. However, that is exactly how it is when playing the game. The montage clips had light changes and stuff, but the regular clips you see now are raw and unedited. So if you are really struggling to see anything, then your screen settings are all wrong. Trust me, not my fault. In fact, if you were to play this game on a night map, you're seeing exactly what it would be like for you, besides a bit of quality loss from YouTube processing the video in general. Make sure you watch the video at 1440p at the least, as it gives the best quality on YouTube. Anyway, let's really talk why the day and night map options are very important to me. You see, when playing a hardcore FPS game, you use strategy and tactics to get the W. W means win, by the way. One of the biggest tactics in competitive hardcore FPS games is positioning. It's all about hitting that perfect corner peek, holding a crucial lane, or moving behind cover to an epic flank. Most of the time, you never push through the open to your objective, as it's a death sentence, unless you use smoke. But still, anyone who just simply runs out into the open are wasting lives for their team, so you really become limited on where you can go or push without just getting gunned down by the enemy team. Eventually, players learn the lanes and tactics of the maps and usually always have a position on lock. This can get rather boring in games when it's always the same tactic and same result. But take a map and change it to nighttime, a real nighttime, like those Insurgency has, and you instantly open new tactics for players to explore, especially when it becomes a matter of whether or not players are using night vision goggles or simply a flashlight. A once too obvious of a lane for use now becomes a position of severe devastation for the unexpecting team. Night vision and suppressors now make you able to hide in plain sight as the enemies move past you to defend their objective. Take an aggressive approach and go loud with a flashlight, blinding all that think night vision is the only way to go. Yes, flashlights are actually very useful when used properly. While they will give your position away when turned on, in close quarters, you will blind anyone wearing night vision goggles, and those without will still have a harder time getting the quick headshot. All you need to do is learn when to turn the flashlight on or off. Now, of course, there's more reasons than what I'm going to list for this video. I'm not trying to be a perfectionist with details. I'm just trying to have a fun conversation with you guys. Now, something I find extremely nice about night maps, when done right, like Insurgency does, is that it looks, well, cinematic. It's this extremely immersive aesthetic to games that not a lot of FPS games take serious. I mean, how long have people been wanting a real night map on games like Battlefield? We never truly got it. Not like this. Insurgency hits that sweet spot with nighttime settings for their maps. I feel like every light on the map really affects the gameplay. It gives the perfect amount of light radius. Hiding in a shadow makes sense. While if you have light behind you, or the slightly lit up sky is your backdrop, your silhouette will actually stick out for enemies to see you. You realize that to truly hide, you need to understand your surroundings. I feel this really adds to the skill gap in the game, and if you're going for an objective, you have to make sure to check those dark corners. Let's face it, it's not always daytime. That's reality. I know that's a stupidly obvious statement to make, but with Insurgency being a hardcore game, I feel that the gritty aesthetic of night, or the fact that you can't simply see who is shooting at you, adds to the nature of this game. Even just the pure fact that explosions and fire light up the battlefield, or that you see bullet tracers and laser sights being thrown through the air, really make this one hell of an experience. Of course, we will always have our favorite maps to play on, and being able to enjoy them not only during the bright lit up daytime that we all know and love, but at the dark, shadowy struggle of the nighttime sky really adds value and appreciation from players. Besides, if you don't like playing maps at night, you can just vote for day maps in the lobby. As always, I've been your boy Josh V, this is KSN, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Oh, I almost forgot, the official Insurgency Twitter account shared our previous video. That was really awesome of them, and wanted to say thanks to everyone over there on Twitter that stopped by to show some love. And join our Discord if you want to talk to myself and the team directly, or just ramble with our community. Again, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!